Hello and welcome to Deutschland. Well, technically, welcome back. So here we are with Deutschland Episode 1 of the official Deutschland series. The first sort of series that I put out was more of a mini first look sort of series. There have been many updates and different versions of the map itself that have been updated, and things have been changed and added and edited, and it is now at its final state, and even more cheeky bit of editing to this map as well to really make the most of the series. Now, a few things I want to explain before we kick off. As you can see, we're in this beautiful square again. We see the rat house straight ahead, which is really nice. Beautiful space this. So perfect opportunity for me to explain something before we crack on. The money we have. At the top, we currently have 112,241. Seems kind of random. Let me explain why it is the way it is. So, what I've done is, because the end of court farm, my plan was to take that money and bring it to a new series. Now, I'd been waiting and I wasn't too certain what kind of series or what kind of map I wanted to do it on, and I guess the biggest driving factor was the fact that, one, there were many updates to come for Deutschland, so the series I started again was a first look, and now we can dig into it, but I've decided, instead of starting on the new farm mode that we had started on before, I've decided to really take advantage of this map. Now, if you excuse me, I have to catch my train. Now, let's wait for the train to go by. Absolutely lovely, that is. Right, thank you. As I was saying, so we've taken the money from the my court farm series. If you haven't seen it, please do check it out. If you like UK maps, and even if you don't, just check it out anyways. It's a beautiful map as well. So I've gone through that series, and we ended that series with just over 3.8 million pounds. So the nice thing about that is that's a lot of money. We were able to put it towards this map, and I think I've done pretty good. I was fairly generous with everything, different kit, all these different things, but we had 3.8 million pounds to spend. Now, the farm itself was quite expensive, but let's not get into that just yet. I will show you the kit that we do have. So first thing I'd like to do, because it is right here, and they are amazing, is pick up this collectible. As I showed in my first look sort of mini-series, the collectibles are the 16 coats of arms of the German regions. So this first one is Schleswig-Holstein. Saying that terribly, hopefully not too bad, and there are 15 more to go. So I did notice as well that the collectibles have been changed from 30,000 to 10,000, which is a bit more reasonable, to be honest. So let's crack on. Also with collectibles, I do plan, and this is our van, by the way. I know it's white, it's a bit boring, but please do let me know if you think we should change the color. It's a very amazing mod, and I'm very pleased to use it for this series, including some interactive control. Which leads me to my next point, which is to say that my plan is to run this fairly realistically. Now, I might not open the door every single time that I get into a bit of kit or something, but I would like to try and add as much realism to this series as I can, which is what I was doing in the first sort of Deutschland series, but this one will be even better. So, let's make our way to our new farm. Now, if you've seen my first look video, or even my first look episodes, you'll know that we were at this farm here, and it is a gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous map. So we are going to be doing a small tour, I suppose. Not really a tour, just a bit of a drive-through to the new farm. And as we do, we'll be able to see some very beautiful landscape indeed. It's a very familiar path that we were taking before, but yes, I was really excited about the way that the series was going, my first sort of mini first look series, but it kind of worked out this way to have another opportunity to do it quite differently. Just the biggest thing was the updates to the map. They were game-changing updates, and they did require new game saves, so yeah, absolutely worth making the change. Right, we are going to switch over to third person so you can get a bit of a feel of the map. If this is your first video watching Deutschland, then you've got a nice feel for everything. This Ford Transit mod is brilliant though, and I'm very pleased that I opted for it as a sort of runaround main vehicle. Normally I'd opt for a truck or a pickup or something like that, or even a car maybe with a trailer or something, but this just seems really nice, and the interactive control options for it are massive, so very pleased about that. Right, we are going to... Okay, he's out of the way, good. I was going to say we might have to sneak around this lad. Yes, got a bit of cheeky custom traffic there as well. Really nice stuff. So, just going to make our way to our farm. You might have an idea as to what farm we are headed to, but we shall arrive there very shortly. And hopefully we can get cracking on a few things, because all I've set up so far has been kit. I haven't really set up anything else. No animals, no fertilizer or anything like that. We are going to purchase all of that when we need it. So here we are. This is Lindenhof. There's the sign right there for you. Lindenhof, this is the main dairy farm. So this is what we're starting with. Again, 3.8 million goes quite far, you would expect, but this farm alone was 1.8 million pounds. So that was a huge chunk straight away from our court farm money, but I have made it go as far as possible. So small trailer there, as you saw in the distance. I've got the nice Pottinger jumbo loading wagon. I have given us 3 tractors, so we'll see one of them right here. This is the Fendt Vario here. I'm just going to park this up actually so we can kind of have a mosey around the yard. Really wicked. Oh right, I might try and stick to doing as much of the simple IC thing, but it's so good. You can do so many things with it as well. It's just a brilliant mod. Let's get that closed up, like the back doors as well. You can swing open. It's got a light on as well. Look at that, brilliant. Just so good, such detail. I absolutely love it. Right, here is some of our kit. We'll get straight into it. The Fendt, I have upgraded what we did have in the other series, in the mini-series, to the 926 Fendt favorite here. It is wicked. Still sounds just as lovely as the 826, I believe it was. But yeah, just a bit more power. As you can see here, got some nice grassland kit with a rower, tedder, mowers as well, and a nice big Fendt Heston baler. This one is wicked. Very pleased about this. I really wanted to opt for square bales this time around, because I often do round bales with the intention of upgrading to a square baler, and I never do. So now we can start with one, and it's very good. A nice Bruns spreader here. This will do our lime and our fertilizer, solid fertilizer, of course. And we have a nice roller here, cultivator in the back. And then here we also have a drill. Beautiful. It is a direct drill, so we might not have to faff too much with the cultivator, but that's mostly if we plan on planting things in and the like. So there's probably kit that I've missed. So I right off the hop, I know that I don't have a sprayer. I don't think I've added in a sprayer or a plow, but these are things that we can always get in the future, and we can always upgrade our kit as we go along. So here, as you can see, a bit of telehandler kit as well for our lovely class Scorpion, which I had full intention of using with the other series, but now we have it here. And also this amazing cow barn. I will probably speak to this every time we are on this farm, because it's just incredible. I mean, architecture alone is just gorgeous here. Let's just open that. We'll sneak in here for a moment. Look at this. Like, to be a cow in here. Do you know what I mean? Absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, I had a bit of a fawning over this in the first look video I made. But yes, here we are. Beautiful cow pasture. I do fully intend on buying some cows very soon. In fact, as soon as we have the food for them, because that is obviously something that they need. And it would be more realistic to have food for the cows before the cows themselves. Now, this robot machine, robot feeding system I have never used, but it is going to be absolutely wicked, especially with all the different crop types we can use with it, but we will get into that more later as well. Here we have just a simple Joskin water tanker. Again, I didn't want to have the maximum things, you know, biggest size of everything. We do still have lots of room for upgrading our kit, but I really wanted to give us a good head start, a really nice start to everything. Here is our silo. 1 million litre silo, very, very big silo. As you can see, it's massive in here. And we have a lovely, lovely Maya tandem trailer outfitted in the Krona colours, and I just think it looks so good with those colours like that. Right, did cost a bit of extra bob to get that kitted out, but that's fine. We'll head over to our final shed here as well. This is where some of the very exciting kit I'm very excited about indeed. So the first thing we have here is a beautiful Steyr tractor. So as you can see, we've got the Fendt over there, we've got the Steyr as well, and this will be a really good sort of, they're all sort of medium. This is our main tractor though, 250 horsepower. This one is at 175, so really good for a few jobs. Maybe not the baling, for example, but drilling, something like that. And now as you can see next to it is a class header, so we'll open one door at a time. Well, this is the header itself, but here is our harvester, and I'm very excited about using this class Lexion. So I have opted for the class, giving it away. We are going class farm here. All of our big kit is class, because I've never used it really. We do have a Dominator on vintage, but that's not quite the same. So this absolute beast, the Lexion 620 here, massive, massive machine. This header is from a different class combine, but it's 7.5 meters, which I think just perfect for this Lexion, because it is the smallest version of it that you can get. So again, room to upgrade in the future. And we'll get that door shut. Move on over to here. Here we have the lovely Jaguar 830. Right, it's the upgrade. It's an 830. There are smaller versions. There are much bigger versions, but I think this is perfect for this farm. Again, room to upgrade. So we do have the header on there. That can do all the kit. The only thing this won't really do is collect the grass, which is why we have the Pottinger loading wagon as well. Over here, I quite like this this trailer, and when I was using it in my first look videos, it's not bad. It will probably need an upgrade or even attachment, because you can purchase the attacher for the back there. I don't know how many big bales we'll get on there, but we got about, what was it, 16 small round bales. So if we can get half of that in big bales, that would be great. And attached to it is the MB track. So I did opt to bring this one back. I have made a few changes to it. For example, it is the optimized automatic transmission, rather, because I was having a few issues with it. I guess it was a manual thing, but it would sometimes go into the next gear. Very confusing. Nevertheless, we have it, and it also has the lovely interactive controls as well. I didn't know that you actually had to turn it on and off. I didn't know. I had no idea. So now I actually have that as a key, which you can click, which can turn IC on and off. The more you know. I had no idea. That's probably why the interactive big bags mod that I have, and still have on this series, why it wasn't working. So hopefully that works next time around. Here we have a beautiful BGA as well. Technically it's a separate purchase from the main farm, but it was only, believe it or not, about £35,000, so not very expensive, but it does fit very naturally with our farm. It wouldn't make sense rather, to not have it. And then yes, finally, our Pottinger Jumbo 8450 massive loading wagon. But for good reason, and let me explain why. So, we'll just pop down here. Oh, right, bit more kit down here as well. We do have a muck spreader. So this is from the premium expansion, and it's just for the money and the price and the size. Everything about it was really good, I think, for our farm. So I'm very happy about that one. Actually, I think this might be the exact same one I have on Land of Italy, but that's fine because it is really, really good, and I haven't really used it much on there either. And then here we have just one of the base game farm tech slurry spreaders. Happy with it, absolutely fine. Lots of room to upgrade this as well, because with the cows we know for a fact that they're going to be pumping out a lot of different types of poop, solid and liquid. But we do have the BGA, which means we can bring slurry over there, get it processed to digestate, and get more out of it, which is really cool as well. Now's the time to show you the map itself, show you what land we actually own. Cheeky save, of course. So we are all on the right-hand side of the map here. So the first thing we have is our land, which was very expensive, but we own it, and we have the BGA separate here. And as you can see, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fields. One quite small in number 12 there, a little grass field. These are all very hilly as well, so I have to be a bit conscientious of what I put into those particular fields. But also, so we've got 13. We will do a bit of a fly over here just to give you an idea of the fields we have. These two, 14 and 15, are accessed from this road here, which is fine because it gives us a bit more chance to go up here and explore, but the views from up there are very lovely. And yeah, we can have a cheeky fly up as well. As you can see, this is a bit of a different color here of a crop. So we do have 2 grass fields, I believe. Let's actually just run down there and have a look. I'm not going to do a fly up actually, maybe later on or in a thumbnail or something, but I would like to try and keep it again realistic in the sense that, you know, you walk to your fields, you drive down to your fields, like we can take the van down and do all that as well. But we should probably get some work done in this first episode, not just ramble on. So anyways, this is a growing grass field, which is brilliant. I think the first thing we want to do is maximize our crop yields. So we have some money to buy some lime, to buy some what else we need? Fertilizer, I suppose. We do have to go and purchase all the soil information, so yeah, hopefully I didn't overbuy kit that we don't need straight away and not enough money for anything else. But anyways, we own this field here. It is growing grass. Now I don't know what needs to be plowed. Let's have a look actually, because I do have most of the features on. I've turned off stones again because I just can't be bothered with it, and I genuinely don't think it's all that realistic to have a plethora of stones in every field, so yeah. Anyways, but maybe it is, I could be wrong. Nevertheless, stones are off. So 14 is the only one that does require plowing, which is great. So we will tend to that. It's probably growing something now. If it's not grown, we might well, maybe we can get a cut off of it first, and then, yeah. This here, we have buckwheat growing, which is great. No idea what we're going to use buckwheat for, but we have it. We could chop it, potentially, and make silage, but I'm not 100% certain. It will probably also be a terribly yielded crop in the terms of lime and all that. I think at this stage of growth, though, we're not going to spread lime on it until after it's been harvested. Fertilizer we could, but again, we don't have a sprayer. I've made that mistake of not having a spray of fertilizer. That's fine as well. Maybe this one can just be, we'll just not worry about it, just harvest it, and then the next crop that goes in can get a bit better of treatment. Right, we might as well stick on the path here. We'll just run over to our other fields, just have a look at them. Right, this one here is growing grass, right, but it does require a ploughing, which could be a good thing to do now, simply because it's not grown yet, but it would be good to get as much grass or hay in as we can for the future cows, because that's another thing we want to buy soon as well. So we'll just go over here. We do have 2 more fields to see. Right, this is our little grass field. It is ready to cut as well. I don't think it's ready. It could go maybe 1 more month. Yeah, it does say ready to forage, so 1 more month and it'll be ready to grow. But we could do it today just to get some sort of hay or something made. The sun is shining, might be a good day to get some hay in. Other than that, we're done fields on this. It's actually, I mean, it's not a massive field, but look at the topography. That field up there, that massive hillside, that's our field. So that's, I don't know, maybe that should be grass, and the less hilly fields should be crops. But we do want a few grass fields as well, and we want some sort of something we can chop as well for silage. So this is the one that requires ploughing. Yes, the entrance, we can probably sneak in from the road there, which we might do at some point, but the main entrance is just up here. So we'll mosey on down this way as well and see that we do have another grass field growing, which is really nice. This one I'm very tempted to try and get some lime on because it's still growing. It's not grown yet, and we have an opportunity because it is a massive, it's our biggest field, so we do have the opportunity to really do a lot with this. So I think lime will be the first thing that we purchase from the shop, because we do have to get that sorted as well. But there we have it. That's it. That's our fields. And yes, here's the road there. Access to that field is there. Access to that field's just over there. So, alright, go on then. Let's throw up a drone for a moment. Just pretend we're flying up. Okay, so yes, we do have a... Oh my goodness, it does... I didn't notice it goes quite so... Good thing we're not doing round bales, or they would end up on the track. We'd lose all of our bales if we were doing round bales, blimey. But yes, this is a really, really big field. I'm tempted to keep this one as grass, to be honest, but the thing is, if we do it as a crop that we don't have to do as often, carting everything up here might not be too much of a faff, whereas if it's grass, it's a lot of driving up there to get the work done. So, flying through, drone flying, nice grass field there, ready to cut if we want, and this needs to be ploughed, but it is growing as well. And then this here is our buckwheat, which is growing. We can have a look to see if buckwheat is anything we can feed to. Maybe we can, as I say, chop it, or we might just harvest to sell it. And then if we can get straw from it, because I'm not certain, then we can use the straw for the cow food, so that's really good as well. And then yes, we have this field here growing grass, and it's absolutely mental. I think keeping this grass would be the best option, because it's insane. It's so bumpy and so wild. I think the best thing for it is grass, whereas harvesting would just be very difficult on this field. This one and that one over there could be best as kept as grass, and then we'll do 14, 11 and 12 as crop fields. Well, we'll see. We also have this area here, but I don't really plan on cutting this, because it is just their sort of grazing area, which I think I have the grazing mod enabled, so that is grand. Okay, let's go up here, hop the fence, and begin. We'll begin something, because that's pretty much the introduction to the farm, which is outstanding. Outstanding. I am very pleased about it. I'm just so excited to get this started, to be honest. So there's a bit of a tour for you. Let's get into our Ford Transit here. Whoop, let's not climb the bloody thing if we can help it. There we go. I've turned on interactive control, so everything pretty much. I think that's lights. Oh, that's the mayor's there. Sometimes it's got a way you can start it, but not this one. But that is fine. Oh, what's all this? Oh, wow. See, that's so brilliant. That is just so unnecessary, but so cool. Just such a cool little feature. Very pleased by that. Right, so we are getting lime. We can fit quite a bit in the back of the van, but I think since we are here, we might as well hook up to the trailer, because, yes, it would just be the best thing to do. Now we'll see how well this goes in reverse. The mirrors are quite good as well on here, isn't it? Oh, as I say, can't really... Would like to try and do as much of this as I can in... Not just in first person, doing all this work in first person, but it would be good to do. Are we close? Not really. There we go. Probably good there. Brilliant. Perfect. Alright. Yes, I might forget. I don't know. Let me know what you think, if I should do it like this or not. It's kind of cool, actually. I don't hate it. Especially since I have the control for interactive control now set. We'll have a look at this just to see how it all looks. Yeah, I think that fits on there really nicely. This is a perfect little delivery system. It's a small trailer, but we can also load kit onto it if we need as well. Not very big kit, mind you, but a small kit. So yes, we are going to head down to the shop and collect... Right, we go straight on here and collect some lime. Is there anything else we should get while we're down there? I think I'll wait until we need things before we head down to the shop, and then we'll get a fair amount of it. So, lime to start. We'll check the total capacity of our spreader and buy based on that. So I'll probably get the amount of the spreader and then double it, just to have enough, and then we'll have lime kicking about when we need it. So let's head to the shop and we'll see you when we get there. And here we are, safe and sound at the shop. As you can see as well, we do have a shoppy shop forklift here. I have opted for the forklift instead of the sort of front load or anything like that. I just think it's a better thing. And so yeah, that's exactly how we're going to play that out. There we go. Now we'll get that shut as well. I do quite like that. When I can, I think I will try and do that as often as possible. Right, so now that we're at the shop, let's make a purchase. So, first thing we'll look at is the sales, because I always do. That is very interesting, because we don't have a planter, but we also don't have a tractor that has 300 horsepower. But that's fine, I thought I would check anyways. Right, big bags. Oh, we should actually have a look at our spreader. So, 8,000 is what it holds, which means I guess we'll get 16,000 litres, which is 8 bags, which is perfect. Okay, let's do it. 2,800 pounds. Let's hop into the Manitou here. Get the beacon on. I'm going to try and load this in first person if I can do. Let's see if we can get 4 bags. I think we can with this one. Like, no problems at all. Absolutely not. And then on the other end, when we get to our... But I wonder now if we should be using not a pallet fork for loading the... Oh, it works. I suppose it's fine at the shop. But do we need... I wonder, should we get a big bag holder for our telehandler? Can you get one? Do they have that as an option? I should probably check into that. Right, let me just get these other ones on. And so yes, any feedback as far as how you think we should approach this series, please do let me know. As far as like driving around and things, because I do tend to jump cut a lot of driving. Do you want me to not? It's just, yeah, sometimes, I mean, it is, if you're going back and forth to the same thing, especially since I'm trying not to tab between vehicles, to basically walk from one area to the next, could take like 10 minutes, so I don't think I would keep that in, you know what I mean? So please do give me your feedback in that regard as well, because I would be very curious to know what you think. I'll try and do my best with it, because this is a very exciting series to start. I'm actually much more excited now with the way things are going with this... Oop, that does not look good at all. There we go. With the way things at this series is going to go, especially owning LINDENHOF, which is absolutely beautiful, beautiful farm. That looks troubling, but it should be fine. Right, just before we leave, though, I'd like to check... We should have maybe put some bags in the back of the van itself. For, what is it? A telehandler. Does it have a specific... No, it doesn't. So I do have a pallet fork, and I suppose that would be fine to use for big bags. That should be fine, right? If we had a front loader, then I would use that, but yeah, I think this should be alright. Okay, let's see how this goes. We've got everything strapped in, so that's a good start. So let's get in here and see about making it home. Like, for this, for example, you know exactly what it looks like between here and the farm. So should we jump cut this or time-lapse it? Do you know what I mean? That's what that's basically what I am curious about. If you want to send in your feedback, comment below. Please do let me know what you think of this new idea for the series. Just to recap what we've done while I do drive this way, at least I might as well recap it all. basically what we've done is I've taken the money from our Court Farm series, which was always the intention of using it on a new series and being able to basically start like this. I did the same thing when I went to the Land of Italy map. I ended Castelnau with a nice chunk of money, and I took that to Land of Italy, and I feel like it's really helped to make that series special, and I'm feeling it's going to be the same concept for this one. I love starting from as little as possible and sort of working your way up, but I feel like we can still start at this farm where we are and work our way up. Okay, that was very, very close. We almost died there. Don't know quite what happened. I think the trailer caught the side of the road there, but we're still fine. We haven't tipped or flipped, so it's all good. But yeah, so that's basically the premise. We started this series with £3.8 million, and I bought land, lots of land, expensive land, fields as well, and kitted it out pretty good. And now we're left with £119,000. We did buy some lime and collect a coat of arms, but other than that, it's all cool. It's still all cool farm money, really. So yeah, very happy about it. Right, we've made it back without jump cutting and without time lapsing, but you've had to hear me ramble on and on about lime and money and all this and that. So, anyways, we have arrived. So let's get sort of lined up here somewhere nice. Maybe like here is fine. Yeah, because then we'll set it up. So okay, shut this off for now. Let's get out. There we go. Shut the door as well. Now we'll get these unstrapped because we are going to need them. And well, at least half of them. So let's get... Well, we need that. But which tractor should we use for this? Might as well use the Fendt. Get it kicked off of the Fendt C. If it doesn't work with the Fendt, then I'm not sure what would work as far as this job of spreading. This tractor is chocked full. Blimey, I shouldn't even have pressed that button. Look, we can do this. Haha, that's wicked. So good. What's that do? Oh, that's indicators. I've got that on my wheels. I don't need that. Are you joking? That is wicked. Oh my goodness. Look. I'm keeping that open. Yes, that's open as well. Blimey, that too. Let's open this one as well. Get a nice breeze in. You want the best breeze, though, you open that. That is so cool. Oh my goodness. I love that so much. Alright, let's crack on though. So I'll just shut that off for now so keep the feel of it. It's a bit of a loud tractor, I will admit that. So please do let me know if it's too loud. I have adjusted my sound on my end to make it a bit more easy to hear me, especially when there is a loud kit. Look at that, we can see exactly how close or how far we are. Now I just gotta... I would like to try and do this. That's quite good, actually. Okay. Get that attached. Oh, that was perfect. All attached, and actually, I think... Oh, stuck on a beam. I think that's the best tractor for it. It just looks so good on there as well. Right, in we get... we'll just keep the door open for now. We don't really have to shut it. Let's line up here. Oh, no, we don't want to be in the way. Here is fine. Okay, brilliant. So for now, we're just going to shut the engine. Oh, by the way, I do have the high... fuel is on high consumption. I just felt that was a bit more realistic. Right, can we get in? No, I don't think there's any Simple IC on this, which is fine. I think there was a modded version of this. This is just the base game one, which I'm absolutely fine to use. Here, we'll just leave the bucket here, actually. Yeah, no, we won't. Let's keep it with all the tools over here. Actually, yeah, I'm quite liking this first person. I do actually, I think I use quite a bit of first person when I play normally, but I'm going to try and use a lot more of it with this series. Just a feeling I'm getting that it just feels better, to be honest. And this telehandler is no joke. Really, really nice. I think, oh yes, I think I do want to upgrade these, because I'm not a big fan of the base game telehandler attachments. So if anyone has any suggestions at all for new attachments, I'm more than willing to sell these and upgrade to something a bit better. But first, we might as well use what we have, because that's what we have. And let's get these bags loaded, or unloaded, I suppose. Look at that. That's so good. Now if we can just get nice and lined up. I came in at a bit of a funny angle, to be honest. Okay, we've got 2 in. We should easily get all of them. Or, well, all 4 of them. Right, is that... That feels right, eh? Yes. We could boom out, I suppose, as well. Now, I would really like to try this interactive big bag mod, so I am going to see if it is enabled. So here, before we get too close to the spreader, let's see. So if we turn that on, I must be missing something. Let's just see what happens. If we put it over top, will it automatically start unloading? Okay, that's fine. I suppose that's alright. Yeah, I don't know. Must be missing something with that mod. Anyways, it does look good. This still looks very good, though. Very, very good. Just a bit back there. Nice. No damage at all. Looks very good. We've got the lime going in. And it will be full as well. There we go. Absolutely brilliant. Oh, yes, please. Oh, that balloon in the sky looked like it was travelling very quickly, but I was the one travelling. Right, we'll bring that in a bit. I don't think we'll need more lime, but we might, so I don't think it would be good to put this away just yet. Just, oh, we'll keep it right here, actually. Beautiful. Yes, I'm going to try and maintain as much of a clean yard as possible, not leaving kit around and just in haphazard locations and that. Would like to try and keep it a bit more tidy and clean at all times if I can. Right, let's get in here. Let's get that on. We'll close the door since we are making moves. Get that fired up. Oh, yes. Go on then. Get that breeze on. Right, we've got 8,000 litres of lime. Fairly heavy thing. I'm very pleased I opted for this tractor. It is quite loud. I think that's because I have the window open as well. Nah, still very loud. Well, let's get a look at it from third person anyways. Oh, yes. Oh, what a nice... It's just so nice. It's just such a nice tractor with such a nice... Oh, just everything about this shot right here. This could be a thumbnail, you know. I'm going to take one, but I don't know if I'll use it. It's just so nice. Right, okay, let's crack on. We've got some job to do. I don't know what yet. Oh, you know what we haven't done is analyze the soil. So let's get our beacon on. Let's, well, we know that this one will require something, I reckon. Right, this one I think will keep grass. So it is growing, so this is the first one I'll do. Really good opportunity to test this machine as well. So I think we'll just hop into... Oh, I got out of the tractor without opening the door. That's fine though. Again, it's not imperative to do it. But, yeah. Let me know your thoughts. All comments, feedback appreciated. As always. Now, this feels a bit cheeky going in this way. There might be a proper entrance to this field, but I think it'd be best to go along the bottom here. This is going to be wicked. Okay, now we're in the field. I've got mud mod on and all that as well, realistic wheels and all that stuff, so there are quite a few realistic mods involved in this series. So I do hope you enjoy it. I really am so excited. I was excited to start Deutschland in the first place, but this series, this new series, really has me excited. Very, very excited. Oh my. Right. Let's not get too excited now, shall we? So, all of our fields are rubbish right now for their soil information. Let's get it. £1,000, very nice. We're going to go through and just buy it all. Soil information here, £2,000. That's a big field, so that's not too bad. Here we'll get this soil information for another £2,100. So these are essentially the same size, it would seem. Yeah, 12 samples. That one was 6. This one will probably, my guess is going to require, I'm going to say 18 samples. 22 samples, wow. That's a big field. No questions there. Right, and then, oh right, this small one as well. Purchase soil information for 875. Absolutely brilliant. So we've got soil information for all of our fields. And they all look all right. Well, let's see. How all right do they look? Nitrogen is rubbish, of course. pH is all right. They will all require it. We don't know the yield yet, but we will find out soon enough. And yeah, let's go to this map and see. So that's beautiful. We own a good chunk of the side of the map here as well. Oh, I've hopped out through the door again. Yeah. It's bad. Okay, let's... Oh, bloody Nora. I would like to try and do that, but once you're in now, you have to go into first person and do that. So I feel like when I'm in third person, maybe I'll be forgiven on doing that, but we shall see. We'll get our little screen on in the cab, let's call it that, and let's start. Nope, I forgot we have a slider on this. So we'll get that opened. Looks really good. Anything else? There's a slider, there's a gauge wheel as well. I forgot about that. So I have used that. Where is that? There it is. Brilliant. So that is what we need. It actually powers it based on the tyre. Really brilliant bit of kit, this. I really like this spreader. I have used it in the past, but here we are using it in the present. Oh yes, very nice. This is a very loud tractor though. Very, very loud indeed, so I do apologise. I am trying to talk over it if I can do. But here we are, doing a bit of kit work, finally doing some work on the farm. Here's our entrance to this field proper. So let's try and get it in as much of a... Now this will be a challenge. Let's get up this hill. The nice thing with precision farming, well, there are many nice things about precision farming, but one of them is that the slow... normally you would just be running out of lime, no matter if you're going up a hill, down a hill, fast, slow, the same amount of lime will come out of the spreader. There is a tree in my field. There's a bloody tree in my field. I think we might have to do something about that. I'm still going to lime it and let it grow, we just won't cut that far up, that's all. Let's get lined up. We are still going to spread lime on it to maximize that. Maybe the tree will grow better as well. Oops, let's not crash into anything. But yes, but with precision farming, we don't have to worry about that. It automatically gauges the level. Look at this, like an amusement park ride. It's up and down. Yeah, so it gauges it perfectly based on the soil type and spreads the perfect amount of lime based on the soil type itself, which is really, really good. And I'm sure that many people who watch my series already know what precision farming is and know all about this, but if you don't, then I highly recommend checking it out. It is a very nice mod, an official mod as well. Excuse me, so excited I forgot to breathe. An official mod as well, which just adds a whole other level to your fertilization, your nitrogen and your pH levels for the field based on soil type, crop type. It's quite in depth and I highly recommend looking into it. Right, this will be a very quick job. We'll get it done in just a matter of seconds. I do feel like some of the kit that we own is a bit... it could be a bit big for the fields we have, but my goal is to expand greatly from where we are. Yes, we already have 5 fields and a cow farm, but there is some really nice logging area in this map as well, and it's been a minute since I've done any sort of proper logging. In fact, I think the last time would have been Silver Run Forest, so we might rediscover a bit of logging as well, and yeah, see what this map can offer us in that regard. Alright, well that is grand. This whole field is beautifully limed, which means that our pH has increased and we'll get an even better yield out of the field. So that is very good. Now we'll go to another field that requires it. Right, this one here, unfortunately, Oh, we get out this side. Oh, no, that's silly. That didn't work quite as I wanted. That's fine. Anyways, yes, this field here is just bad. Oh, so bad. When is it? It says it's growing. When is it ready to harvest? Because buckwheat. Oh, right. We have loads of new crops, by the way. We've got peas in, mustard, linseed, lentils, green rye, chickpeas. I think linseed already might have been. But chickpeas, buckwheat, lavender, clover, alfalfa, triticale, tobacco, spelt, sylphy, and a bit of cheeky rye as well. So the buckwheat will be ready in 2 months. I really don't see it being worth it. I think we should maximize the fields we currently have and then just get a bit of a cheeky crop out of it. So I didn't change any of the crops or anything like that. What was there was there. So yeah, if anything, that field that is up on the top of the hill that requires ploughing, we might end up putting in like an alfalfa or a clover or something and using it as hay, which I think would be a really cool sort of thing to do. Right, let's mosey on down and see what the next field is that does require our assistance. I am very tempted. I think the next job will be to plough this field. I think that would be the best thing to do. Yeah, might as well get it ploughed straight away. Now our little field 12 down here, I think, is ready to cut. So we won't be putting any sort of lime on here. Now we're kind of in the middle of the road, but it's fairly quiet area. Right, so we can. It does require, rather, but we can't because it is still growing. So, if anything, maybe we will do a bit of hay on here, or something. That could be another thing that we do straight away, but we shall see. I would, since I'm here with the lime, we might as well lime what we can. But we also have 14, which is up there, which is... did I say it was growing? No, there's nothing in. Oh wait, there's grass in, isn't it? And it is growing, and it is growing grass. Right, since we're right here... Let's just hop that fence. This is the one that requires ploughing, so we won't bother with that one. But let's just run over to this other grass field very quickly. This will be very difficult to plough, by the way. Very difficult to plough. Right, nitrogen is perfect for this field. Well, it's good. But yeah, we'll fix that up later on. Grass is pretty easy when it comes to nitrogen, but the pH is okay. I think it would make sense to give it a proper liming, and that's exactly what we're going to do. Right, just run back over to our Fendt here, our beautiful Fendt 926. What an absolute beast of a tractor. Get that closed. Crack on with the job. So what we'll do now is we'll make our way up the hill here to that field, the proper entrance to it, and we'll get it limed. on the very last bit of liming for this field. And there we go. We have it done. Absolutely brilliant. So we can get that bit closed up. And let's have a nice look at what we have done. You can't really see much of it from this perspective, really, just a bit of white in there. But where we can really see it is if we get out and look at our information for the field, and we can see that the pH value is perfect. So we've done pretty much all we can for this field. We still can put on some fertilizer, which is something we might have to do, something I'd like to look into doing, to be honest, but that will have to wait for another episode, because this one has been completed. We're done, pretty much. Yeah, that was just basically wanted to get the introductory of everything sorted in terms of the kit we have, the plans for the farm, and look at this beautiful tractor. Just fantastic. In fact, I'm going to shut the engine down because I don't want to yeah, run out of fuel or anything like that. Get that closed up as well. So yeah, I'm very, very pleased about the way this series is going, and I hope you're enjoying it as well. I hope you've enjoyed episode 1, officially episode 1. I have basically what I've done with the first 5 episodes that I did record for Deutschland have been added to the first look playlist. So you have the first look video, which I did a bit of a map preview, map tour if you will, drove around the map, did that for a bit, and then episodes 1 to 5 is now changed to first look episode 1 to first look episode 5, and this is the official Deutschland series. So this is the beginning and unfortunately also the end of the episode. So the beginning of the series but the end of the episode. Again, please do let me know if you have any comments, any feedback, suggestions, mod recommendations, anything like that. I have kept the same mods that I had in the preview, in the first look episodes. Added a few extras, of course, kit especially. But yeah, we are straight into it now with our beautiful, beautiful new cow barn and farm at Lindenhof. So I'm very excited about that. Okay, I've rambled plenty. Thank you once again for watching. If you have enjoyed it, a cheeky thumbs up really does help out the channel, and please subscribe. So until the next one, please do take care, and bye for now.